We
should lock the car as well.
I forget what route. It's like 850, something like that, yeah. But we're in PA. We're gonna do a very, very small section of the AT because Kriz is coming up through PA on his thru hike, and we haven't seen him yet this year, so we're gonna surprise him. Gray J has been awesome at helping us coordinate where he is, and so we know the shelter he's going to stay at. He's staying at the Darlington tonight, which is one we stayed at last year during a storm. So we're going to go up there, meet him. We have a few goodies packed with us, but us includes Kurt, Jana, River, and Panda. We're looking at 2 miles into the shelter. We're thinking of get to the shelter, set up, drop the packs, and then hike in to see if we can catch up with John and then like hike with him back to the shelter. So that's the plan. We're gonna get going and bring you guys back a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know you were there.
I was like, what was that noise?
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's beautiful out. It's definitely warmer than expected, but we're well in the shade now. All right, we are done with our climb. So that way keeps going south. And this is where we're going. And Kriz spent last night at the Kennedy shelter, so he's got the 18.2 mile hike. The thing is, the hike coming up this way is awesome until you have to climb up to get up here on the ridge. But even that climb's not terrible. But yeah, south of this mountain is the huge stretch that goes through Boiling Springs. It's a lot of like low rolling hills. Like when you look at the elevation profile, it looks flat. or pretty near to flat.
He's not here yet.
Well, we think we found our spot. There's a few places a little closer to the shelter, which is down in that area. There's the spot where all three of us camped before last summer. And then there's a clearing right over there. But we're gonna come a little further over here. That way if any more thru hikers come through, they can kind of be a little closer. They do enough walking as it is. So Kurt and Jana have hammocks and a tent for River, and I have my new tent, which it's funny, I got it before winter, and probably right at the beginning of winter is when I got it. And I tried to do a little setup video and stuff on it, but just didn't work out for me. Weather was bad, ground was frozen. But it's a very popular tent, and as soon as I saw this thing was going on sale, I knew I had to pick it up because it checks all the boxes for me when it comes to solo tents backpacking. So yeah, I'm gonna drop pack and we'll get going here. So what we have here is the Durston X-Stone 1. So, you know, like so many other things in our hobby, a lot of things get hype, like a lot of hype built up behind them. And the Durston tents are definitely one of those things in that category, but this X-Stone. So I have my Mir 2 trekking pole tent, and that thing is great. And all it is a knockoff of the Z-Packs duplex. Works great. 2 people, it's a little tighter for how tall I am and how angular the walls are, but it works. Thing that I like about this is it's a poled tent, so it's freestanding. So this thing, freestanding 1+ tent, it is not Dyneema, so that keeps the cost down. It is only slightly heavier than my hammock setup, so that's pretty good. And with the trekking pole tent, one of our hikes, I don't remember what it was, but we were doing like a short hike, and I couldn't take my trekking pole with me. Oh, it was the Caledonia. It was when we were doing the one section of the AT towards the finish last year. We set up our stuff, and we decided to slack pack to the car and then come back and break down the rest of camp. Well, my trekking poles were used to hold my tent up, so I couldn't use my trekking poles. So I ended up tearing everything down anyway. But it got me thinking, because there are times where you base camp and everything, so not needing trekking poles is a nice option. And this thing, you can still use trekking poles with it, but they're more for like extra stability and rigidity if you're in like a really bad storm situation. The other thing that has been on my list as far as tents, which is why I've been using the mirror for so long, is I wanted something that's easy pitch in the rain, because that is one of my absolute favorite things about hammock camping. Is it doesn't matter how bad it's storming, I can put my tarp up and everything else stays dry, unless I make a mistake. Then sometimes things get wet. So this thing you can pitch fly first, which since today's weather was questionable, I actually have it set up for that. I unclipped my inner so that I wouldn't have to worry too much about it if it was raining. All right, so this is the tent. Well, kind of. I'm not going to go super in detail here because there's tons of videos by people that are avid tent campers that will do a much better job showcasing this thing than I will do. I'm just the hammock guy that wanted a backup alternative for when I do have to tent camp. But we have these vents, which I can't do one-handed, so I'm not going to. But so just show you real quick here. There's a few things about this that I really think needs to become kind of standard, and that's like magnet restraints for your door. You know, with all the advancements in outdoor gear, there's no reason you should be using a loop and toggle anymore. When you're in here, these little clips, these are what attach to the inner. And if you wanted to pitch it without the fly and just the inner, the attachment points for this would just go up to your poles from the inner. So they made that really cool, and I've done this pitch before as like a test pitch, and it's super easy to clip the inner in. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of the tent in there and keep going. We're all set up. There's a stakeout point for the door, which is nice because both of them fully fold back out of the way. So do the inner's doors, but the back pops open like that. So there's a lot of options for good ventilation with this, and each side has a nice spacious vent. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. The vestibule is quite big when it's going to be zipped down and closed. My what is that? That's a 58 liter Osprey, which I'll have enough room for everything else, like my shoes and whatnot. But yeah, so this is why it's the One Plus. You could probably fit like a small dog in next to you. You could throw your pack in there if you wanted to, but I just have everything pushed towards the back wall. It's got storage net there, which is nice, and there's one right there on the corner. But if you can see, right here's the clips I was talking about that hold this thing up. Instead of clipping up there, it would clip to itself and around the pole if you didn't use the fly. But and just like the outside, this inside fully opens. There's a zipper here where that opens up and is also held back by magnets. So it's really easy to get in and out of, to load your sleeping pad in, just whatever you need to do. All right, so I'm set there. All my stuff is under my fly. Gear explosion here for 2 people and a dog. But here's the hammock setup for these guys. River's gonna go in there. And the nice thing about the way this is set up is Jana will be able to peek out and keep an eye on him. It's his first time backpacking too, so just in case he gets a little nervous, they got the grounds covered there. But he's a good dog. He does really well outdoors.
I was like, what?
But yeah, we did get a few drops of rain, but it's back to being really sunny. It's beautiful out. Last time Panda checked, Kriz is roughly 4 miles away, probably a little less now. So we are definitely not going to go hike and meet him. We're just going to hang out. So it's a good thing she like over prepares when it comes to stuff like this. So the snacks and treats that we have, there's other thru hikers here, so we'll be able to give them a little trail magic at the shelter.
Yeah, my 20-pound bear canister.
So you brought homemade chocolate chip cookies, stuff to make s'mores.
Yep.
We have a variety of candy and snacks.
I have those 4 things of coffee.
Oh yeah, the extra coffee.
And then I have 8 Verb bars, the Verb energy bars.
Is it?
Yep. That looks like, because it was like the similar package too.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Hey!
Hello.
How's it going?
Holy shit. How's it going?
Hi!
Pull down. Wait, I'm going to cry first. Dude, we got you, man. Oh, doing all right. This is Jana. Hi, Jana.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. I give you a hug, too. I don't know.
This is River.
Hi, River.
Yeah. He just wants to. Yeah.
So, that's Metro. He's talking to the other guys. But yeah.
All right, we're all packed down, just enjoying a little bit of breakfast. River did awesome, and so did Jana on their first backpacking trips, so they're excited to go again. But finally trying the vampire coffee that Panda has. Very good. Well, we are on our way down, away from the shelter. It's been a good morning. The company at the shelter was awesome. A lot of nice people, some good conversation. Can't ask for much more than that. And now we have the easy 2-mile hike out, where we'll part ways with John and Metro, and they'll keep pushing the rest of their way north. But it was awesome that our surprise worked the way we wanted it to. And yeah, it's been a while since we got to hike with John, so this is nice.
Unexpected.
Oop. We are packing up. Ray J's helping them resupply. She's the one that helped pull this all together for us. But yeah, awesome. And considering Panda and I haven't backpacked in a while, it's nice just to get out. But that's it for this. We'll catch you guys next time.